Yes, welcome, Ishu. Good
A
afternoon.
very good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm pretty well. Yes, ma'am.
So, since we are meeting for the first time, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I would like to introduce myself to you. I'm Sarita Ori, associated with the field of teaching for the last 20 years, and I have made so many students become eloquent in English speaking, maybe in day to day conversation or maybe on the stage. So, before we go forward, I would like you to introduce yourself to me. Tell something about yourself.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. My name
Mhm.
is Ishu Goyal. I am from Uttar Pradesh, Ghaziabad. I am an active learner. I am pursuing my Masters of Education from a government college. And if I talk about my hobbies, so they are like dancing, painting, and reading books, writing poetries in my leisure time, and exploring new places. That's all about me. Thank you.
Very good. I am really impressed about your hobbies. Just repeat once music and
Ma'am,
reading.
dancing.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, dancing, listening music, reading books, and writing poetries whenever I get leisure time.
Okay. So, Ishu, what type of books you read?
Um, Ma'am, I like to read about the books which recently I purchased a book, Tension Free Life. So basically, I want to read the books which can enhance my personality, which can improve my personality as a person, and the real aspects of life I can uncover by those books, like habits, good habits. There is a book, and the pursuing the way of happiness. I ordered one other book, and yes, ma'am. These types of books which can add some fruitful to my personality.
Right. Good. Very good. And as you said that sometimes you write also. What do you write? Poetry?
Actually, yes,
Mhm.
ma'am. Poetry. I love to write poetries. When it was lockdown period in 2020, then we all get most of the leisure time. So what I did is that one day I was sitting with pen and paper, and that was the very fine day when I was sitting to the near to the window, and from there I look at my park. So I write about like air blowing, and once I was sitting in that period only in front of the mirror. Then I write about the आईना कुछ कहता है कुछ इस तरह से. And then once I was recalling all my memories back, and then I write a poem, यादें याद मत करना. So that's the way I started writing poetries. I wasn't aware that I can also write poems as well. And after that, whenever till now, I feel like something very soothing, calming I see, and I should write something on that. So definitely I write, like I have written two lines. uh, मेरे प्यार को मेरा प्यार उसकी तस्वीर का मोहताज नहीं है क्योंकि उसकी सूरत मेरे दिल में बसती है. So the way the things I feel, the way I perceive the things, I try to write down on a paper.
Okay. Ishu, is it your pet dog outside?
No, ma'am. Actually, it is a street dog,
Oh,
and
of course, you
it
don't have any
also.
control, but you can close the door of your room.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, if I close the door, the light will not come. I
Okay,
can
okay.
mute my.
No, no, you don't mute because otherwise, how will you speak? I won't be able to understand. Don't mute yourself.
Okay.
Right. So, as you said that you write poetry, Do you write in English also?
No, ma'am. Up till now, I haven't written any poem in English.
Mhm.
All the poems are in Hindi.
Okay. But reading of the books is always of English. Is it so?
Ma'am, like Atomic Habits, the book is in English. I read, and Persuasion of Happiness is also in English. And the book I ordered recently, Tension Free Life, it is in Hindi.
Mhm. Okay. My tips I'll be giving on reading later on. Do you listen also? You said listening to music. Do you listen to English programs also on
No, ma'am,
TV?
I don't listen. No,
Okay.
I don't listen English programs. I do watch television, but the all the programs I watch, they all are in Hindi. I feel like very much connected as it is our state language. So that's
Okay.
why.
Uh, what difficulties you find when you speak in English? Because you have joined this platform for fluency in English.
Yes, ma'am. Basically, I feel like I'm not that much fluent. I think then, like we all think while speaking in Hindi also, but I
Mhm.
take more time. I am speaking in Hindi. That is one of my problem, and I think repetition of words and
Mhm.
tenses. Like I if I'm conveying my thoughts about my past, then somewhere and or more often I use present tense to describe it. And so these are the problems.
Yeah. In present tense, I always say simple present whenever we are saying something in habitual action. For example, I get up at 6 a.m. I go to school at 9 a.m. I take bath at 8 p.m. is 8 a.m. So whenever any habitual action is there, always keep in mind what is our habit and habitual action. We use simple present tense. But whatever has gone by, then we use past tense. So only two things to be kept in mind so that both the tenses are not hobnobbing with each other, because sometimes miscommunication can be there. So for the timing, yes, present tense is used for other purposes also. For example, somebody is giving the commentary, cricket commentary, using present tense. It's not a habitual action. He's saying that Rohit Sharma goes to pick up the ball. So that is also a present, simple present. So a number of other things are also there where we use the present tense. Sometimes, if we get time in some classes, I'll show the my PDF document also to tell you that where we use present simple and where we use simple past also. But for the time being, keep in mind that simple present for the habitual action we use, and past, simple past we use when something has happened recently. For example, I just now I logged off, and then I'll say I taught issue. I conducted a session because it's a recent past. But if it's a remote past, then had, past perfect. Tomorrow I'll say I had taken issues class. Now it's a remote past. So these are a few things which we will be discussing, because your main problem, as you said, that is tense are replaced by the wrong tense. As far
Yes.
as past tense is concerned, past perfect tense, we mostly don't use in isolation. It comes with two tenses, simple past and past perfect. How we take it? Which activity happened first, then past perfect, and which later on, then simple past. Now, one example. When I reached the station, the train had already gone. Now, first activity was the train had gone. That will take past perfect. When I reached, simple past. So past perfect is mostly not used in isolation until somebody asks you the question. If somebody asks, when did you take issues class? I had taken yesterday. Tomorrow, if somebody asked the question, then I used had. Otherwise, two clauses, simple past and past perfect. Another thing which mostly students don't dare to touch is the has been, had been, will have been. These are the past perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. These are the beautiful tenses and they bring advanced level while we speaking. When to use? When time frame is given. And mostly I have seen students speaking wrong. I had been working from 2 hours. No, that is wrong. This tense is always used when time frame is given. For example, present perfect continuous, I have to. I have been teaching issue for the last 10 minutes. Now, for I use because I do not know which 10 minutes. But if specific time is given, I have been teaching issues since 3 o'clock. Now, for and since. If specific time is given, then we use since, otherwise, we use for. So, if tomorrow I'll say, I had been teaching issue for the last 2 days. That means tomorrow also I will have class and then I'll say. So, time frame when it is given, try using these tenses. These are provide beauty and advancement in our sentence structures. Similarly, passive voice should be used. I always recommend passive voice because though meaning is not changed, but where object is to be stressed. For example, I teach issue. I'm giving importance to myself. I teach issue. But I am not important. My student is more important. Then why not to use passive voice? Issue is taught by me. So this also brings variety. So tenses and passive voice make our speech advance and good sentence structures are there. Um, I'll go to other tips also. But before that, you tell me, as you said that in tenses you were finding problem. Any other difficulty which you find?
No.
No. So reading. All the four skills of language are interdependent. Reading, not Hindi books. If we want to become, I'm not against Hindi books, but yes, if we want to be fluent in English, read English books. And first step is always to read the story books. Why? Because that is leisure reading. Other books, motivational books, our mind is always reasoning power, logic is going on, and we are stressful. We open the dictionary again and again. That reading is more effective, which is done leisure at night. Everybody has gone to sleep. My reading book is lying at the side. I'll pick it up. Story will be 3 4 pages, not more than that. Because other books, which is in continuity, possibly for 1 week you couldn't pick up the book. Continuity is broken. Story at the most 2 days and next story will start, and moreover their suspense level is there. Story always develops our interest in reading. Other books we have to stress ourselves, force ourselves to read. So storybooks are simple. First of all, that is storybooks of Rabindranath Tagore, storybooks of Ruskin Bond, storybooks of Leo Tolstoy, these type of books, you will feel that tense and rest of the problems are being smoothened automatically. Creases will go away because what we read, our mind is so sharp, it restores everything. And when you will speak with us, they will come out like popcorns and just sprouting out. And you yourself will be surprised. How could I speak? I didn't think about this. So, reading is very, very important. And second, listening. Listen English programs, English movies. If you feel that you are not able to understand, switch on the captions and listen to it. English news. In English news, I always recommend two channels. One is WION, WION, at 9 o'clock. Gravitas program comes, international news. Then First Post comes at 9 o'clock. Recordings are available on YouTube. It's not that you have to sit at 9 o'clock. Later on, whenever
Sorry
you
to
want. Yeah,
sorry to
please.
intervene, ma'am. Should we discuss about the topic surprised by surprises?
Yes, yes, we can. Because you wanted the tips, that's why I'm going to that. So,
No
okay,
problem.
let us come to the topic surprised by surprises. Do you like surprises?
Yes, of course, ma'am. I love surprises.
Mhm. Okay, what type of surprises do you like?
Um, actually, I like surprises on my birthday when it's like occasionally something special, something like which is very like very important day for me. So then I do like surprises, and till now I only get two or three surprises, and they were the amazing part. Like I enjoyed a lot that day because we are not expecting that, but we suddenly just get a surprise from our family member or from one of our friend. So like
Mhm.
I got a surprise uh, years ago, 3 4 years ago on Raksha Bandhan with from my brother. So he gave me an accessory. I wasn't expecting anything from him, but from her his bag, he suddenly take it out and gave it to me, and I was like, "Oh, you brought something
He
for me?"
took it out, took it because past tense is needed. Took it out from the
So
bag.
he
Yes. Mm.
his bag, and when I opened it, I was like so happy, and that happiness was for a few days on that time.
Right. So, how did you celebrate your birthday?
Ma'am, basically, sometimes it depends on the availability. Like, if my friends are available, then I do celebrate with them only, just by visiting to mall or any other places. But if they sometimes they are not available, then I celebrated with my family.
Mhm. Now, here present tense is needed because habitual action. If nobody is there, then I celebrate with my parents. That is your habit, that if friends are not there. Okay. In the as childhood memories, how did you celebrate at that time when you were very small?
When I was very young, I just do remember few things that my mother used to cook puri and something Indian cuisine. It was like sabji, puri, kheer, halwa, and small pudding and all. And like my bua, my paternal aunt used to come, and my paternal cousin. And yes, because at that time we were living in a joint family, so all all together celebrate that. We never cutted a cake at that time. Uh, I am cutting cakes from last I think 6 to 8 years. But at the very younger age, I used to enjoy like that only with my brothers, cousins, sisters at home only.
Right. Any other surprise in your life, in the field of education, maybe in as emotional bond, anything else you would like to? You traveled somewhere. Just describe that.
Ma'am, recently on my birthday, my one of my friend, she's close to me. So she
Mhm,
asked about my address, and I just gave. She told me that I'm sending something for you on your birthday, especially. So I wasn't
mhm,
aware about it. It arrives. The parcel arrives one day before. So
mhm,
I recall that, oh, she was saying something that she will send something to me. When I opened that parcel, I was so happy because she gifted me a book.
mhm,
Yesterday, I was on the top. The title of the book is, and there are many amazing poetries,
mhm,
reality-based, real life based poetries as well. So it was a very
mhm.
good surprise for
Okay. Any surprise you gave to others?
any surprise I gave to others. I think I have never given surprise to anyone, but only once on Mother's Day, I I go out with my mother to the mall, and she wasn't aware that I'm also bringing a cake to home, because for us at that time, cake is like a luxury. So I do bring a cake with my own money, and I just celebrated Mother's Day. So she was surprised by that. That is the only one surprise I have given ever.
Okay. As you said that you like dancing also. Uh, uh, do you think that it's very, very beneficial for health? How it contributes to a person's fitness?
Yes, ma'am. I am totally dependent for my health and fitness on dance only, because I'm not a person. I'm not a gym person basically. So I don't like to go gym because we are paying money also, and we are just we are bounded by the instructions of that particular gym trainer, and we cannot eat whatever we want to eat. That too
Mhm,
is healthy for our body. So I basically, what I do at home itself, that I do dancing, I do sometimes, very very rarely, skipping and running on my terrace only, and brisk walking in my park I have in front of my home. So dancing, what it does, it keeps us healthy and fit, throughout the body. So we in gym, I because 1 month, for 1 month I went to gym also. I
mhm.
think 3 4 years ago, just by copying or imitating my friends. But I left it as soon as possible because I noticed that for a particular fat loss, we have different sort of exercise. That today we will do abs, today we will do exercise of legs, today we will do arms. So I'm not a person that who likes this sort of things. I told myself that I will save that particular money, that particular amount of gym, and deposit into my account, and I will do my fitness training on my own self, because I can do that. So I do dance daily for half an hour, either playing music on my TV, or either my favorite music on Wink Music app. So yes, dance definitely contributes a lot in our health and fitness.
Right, well expressed. Issue dancing, as you said, that what type of dance? Is it classical you like or a simple one on the Bollywood
Ma'am,
songs? Mhm,
no, I don't know how to do classical dance. So I do semi-classical and
mhm,
Bollywood style. So
mhm,
basically, my style is, and sometimes I used to do semi-classical also. And I brought that bell rings for which we wear in our ankle area,
mhm.
the gungu, he said. But
Yes,
I wasn't
anklets.
able to
Ah,
learn.
mhm,
I am very fond of learning that Kathak. I think in
mhm.
future I am hoping one day I will definitely. learn
Mhm.
classical dance. But
Right,
up till now, I am aware about semi-classical and Bollywood freestyle.
right. Another one you had talked about listening to music. What type of music you enjoy?
I'm basically Bollywood music, and I love to hear 90s music a lot. When
Mm-hmm.
Madhuri, Ma'am, and all other Sri Devi and all other hero heroines were there, Shahrukh, SRK. So 90s and the playlist of 2000 to 2010, I usually enjoy a lot. And if I want to do the exercise part, so recent songs because they are very hip hop, fast type of songs. So Guru
Mm-hmm.
Randhawa, or there are many more singers, new singers like Badshah and Honey
Mm-hmm.
Singh. Basically, for if I want to do fast movements of my body, then those rapping songs and rocking songs. But if I'm standing in my balcony and I want to listen some soothing music, so I go to 90s era.
Very good hobbies you have developed. It keeps a person busy. Do you participate in the extracurricular activities also in college on the stage?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. What type
Yes,
of
ma'am.
activity?
Like I think we had our foundation day on 6th of February. So
Hmm.
before that, sports day was organized by the sports committee in our college. So like disc throwing and shot put and 100-meter race was there, as it is a girls' college. So uh, three sports activities was there. So I participated in three of them. It is despite of I didn't won any prize, but I participated in those. So whenever in my college, there are extracurricular activities. It can be dancing, painting, poster making, or slogan writing. I do actively participate in those activities.
Yes, very good. Extracurricular activities, do you think it's a wastage of time? It diverts the attention of the students from studies?
No, ma'am, no. Extracurricular activities are the activities which are vital and which are the very important part of our curriculum, because they develop the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor, all the aspects. We can say the all-round development take place through these extracurricular activities, and sometimes we are able to find that particular place, like we are thinking, like if a student is very much interested in playing volleyball or badminton or football, so they found that ability, they recognize that yes, I am good at this, I can follow this as passion, and I can do something big in that in future. So they are very important.
Right. You have told everything in a very impressive manner. Yes, they contribute to the overall development of a student, these curricular activities. Yes. Coming to my feedback issue, yes, you uh, speak quite cheerfully and express everything with a smile, but tenses are going haywire here and there. Sometimes present is replaced by past, and sometimes past is replaced by present. Secondly, which the common mistake students commit, that is, one of my friends. Mostly they say one of the friend. Actually in हिंदी it means बहुत सारे friends उसमें से एक. So uh, uh, always say one of my friends, one of my books, one of my colleges, means a number of them are there and one out of that I like. Next, our subject verb agreement sometimes go haywire. That is, with the third person singular, we put s or es with the verb. For example, I go to the station. I goes to the station is wrong. So that was here and there sometimes. Third person singular, we put S or es, otherwise. We have three persons, I, we, you, and third person. So I, we, you, if we exclude the rest, these are all third person, but it should be singular. Then we put S or es, otherwise we don't put. So these are the grammatically sometimes sentences are going haywire. But yes, your passion for learning is remarkable, and I have liked that. And your interests are really very impressive. So varied interests you have, right, Ishu? So anything else you want to say, you are most welcome to.
No, ma'am. It was a very informative and delightful session with you.
So with this, I would like to wind up the session. Hope to meet you again. Bye bye.